Alfie, thanks for coming in today to share with us your story. I know the viewers will be very interested in what's happened to you because we haven't had many people who've come in with a head and neck cancer, or squamous cell carcinoma as it's sometimes called. I wonder if I could start from the beginning by asking you how your diagnosis came about, in essence.
Yeah, it was in 2010. I'd gone to the dentist to get a denture adjustment made because it was a bit slack. The dentist discovered that I had an ulcer in my upper jaw, upper part of my mouth I should say, and said that because of that he couldn't take an impression. So I went back again 2 weeks later and the ulcer unfortunately was still there. He immediately got on the telephone to someone who I later found out was the Leicester Royal Infirmary, and within 7 days I had an appointment and saw a Mr. Hayter, who was a
maxillofacial surgeon.
Beg pardon?
Maxillofacial surgeon?
Maxillofacial, that's correct, yeah. Yeah. It's a long word for me, is that, when you've got a mouth like mine. Yeah, and Mr. Hayter said like that he was concerned about the ulcer and he would like to take a biopsy, which immediately made me think of cancer, and I did actually ask the question, and he told me that there's a possibility that it's cancer. He couldn't be sure, and the biopsy would tell us for definite, and it would also tell us whether it would be malignant or non-malignant. Obviously we were both concerned because I'd gone with Julie, my wife, and I feel now that was the right thing for Mr. Hayter to do. It was to tell me at the outset the probabilities of what I would have to face.
Yes, and yeah. I know clinicians sometimes not sure what to do, but it's interesting hearing from you that you preferred a kind of open approach at that stage.
Yeah, I think if he had just given me a biopsy and not said anything, then I would have been tearing my hair out wondering what may be there and not knowing. But this way, at least I had an idea of what might be happening.
Yes.
Nothing was positive, obviously,
no.
And I lived in great hope that it wasn't going to be a cancer,
yeah.
And it was just some sort of lesion caused by the denture, but it wasn't.
How long until you found that out?
Approximately 4 weeks.
And that's a very nerve-wracking period, isn't it?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I don't think I slept very much during that time, and
no.
But I was very fortunate in respect that I had a great amount of support at that time from my wife.
Yes.
And also from some very close friends who I informed.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to tell everybody because obviously at the end of the day, if there was nothing there, it's a mountain out of a molehill.